Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very first guest is this incredible actor known by the name of Isaiah Taylor, who plays this incredible role in this incredible Power Rangers fan series called First Ninja Part 1 and 2, and he plays the role of Max in First Ninja. So I'm about to add Isaiah into the live now and have a chat with Isaiah about his incredible role as one of the Thunder Rangers in First Ninja. Here we go.
Sensei has been lying to us. They weren't banished because they were failing classes or breaking rules. They were exiled because they're elementals.
Calm down. Let's think about this rationally.
Max, we are screwed.
We are fine. No one at the academy knows what we are. We stick to the plan. We rise to the ranks, take over the academy, and show them the power of lightning
And thunder.
Go. Hey Isaiah, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, my man? So
Nothing
good
much.
to see you.
You too. Thank you for coming
So
on the
positive.
show, by the way. It means a lot. To people that don't know who you are, so I'm going to get you to introduce yourself to people that don't know who you are, and we'll go through that, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Beautiful, beautiful. So for myself, I have been an actor for quite some time. I've done in short films, I've done in fan films. Of course, you start your gig somewhere along the lines in high school or college. But, my good friend Colin Bass, aka Crimson Vision Studios, helped me along the way. And a big thing of that was in Kid Flash. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Isaiah. So for my very first question, you were actually in this incredible Power Rangers fan series called First Ninja Part 1 and 2, and you played the role of one of the Thunder Rangers. What was it like getting to play one of the Thunder Rangers in First Ninja and getting to play the role of Max?
Let me tell you this. That was completely out of character for me. I am not like that at all. I'm super humble. I love everybody. I just want to see everybody grow. A big part of my character, my character myself, is just seeing, like, if someone's hurt, I want to make sure they're okay at the end of the night. So for me to play this Max character who is really about himself, about his team, and just seeing them just doing good. So, the Thunder Rangers, they're a duo. And with the duo, it's just them two against the world. So once they take over the world, that's all that matters.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What was it like actually working with Miranda, who played your Thunder Ranger partner, and getting to work with Colin K. Bass and Danny, also in First Ninja?
Let me tell you this. They are an incredible cast to work with. Each one of them bring their own unique vibe, their own unique style, but it's all positive. It's all been nothing but great things. My co-star, Thunder Ninja, she killed it. She pushed me to a whole different level because I was Smiles McGee. I was nothing but being the nice ninja the entire time. Even when it came to our fight scene with Danny, you could see in parts of it, I'm sorry, but you could see in parts of it that I was just being too nice and not rough enough and not really selling it. But she pushed me to that edge to where it's like, hey, really sell it. Really give it your all. And I was like, if I'm going to be this ninja, this ranger, I'm going to sell it. And Colin Bass has just been my mentor, low-key, high-key, for this entire fucking time. Sorry. Excuse my mouth.
All good.
But, since before Power Rangers, we've had this, Kid Flash Origins, Reverse Flash. Just beautiful times. And he's kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone to be this person I really am. So I definitely give it up to him of pushing me to that next level.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What next would you like to see from your role as Max in First Ninja? What new things would you like to see if First Ninja got more episodes?
Come on now. Everybody wants to see Max get his ranger powers. Let's go. The Max train right here. Let's get it. I want those ranger powers. Everybody wants to see me get those ranger powers. Of course. Ninja Storm, Ranger form. Ha! I mean, come on, come on. That's the next level.
Awesome. So on to my very next question for you. What was your favorite memorable scene or moment to shoot with your role as Max in First Ninja?
Oh man, so that's a hard one. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There were definitely some hard ones just because like the cast was involved into their roles, and everybody really sold out into like, this is the character that I'm gonna be, and this is the character that I am. That the entire time it wasn't like I'm talking to this person. I'm really talking to this inner character, and it wasn't like I'm talking to this person. I'm talking to the Alien Ranger, which, hey, I just so happened to be the Alien Ranger for the first episode. But I would say the most memorable piece was with me and my co-star, you know, the Thunder Ranger gang over here. Hey, there we go. We were on top of this like hill, this mountain, and it was so cold. Nobody would even know it, but we were freezing. We were freezing having this episode, having this one scene, and it was probably about 50, 55 degrees. And she was giving me this speech about how we're screwed and how I was calming her down of like, we are fine. Relax. But during the entire time, I'm freezing. I am cold. I'm shivering. My teeth are like, it's crazy. But we got through it. It was beautiful. And we came together and just like, we will combine with the power of lightning and thunder. And it was just a beautiful scene that I don't think nobody really to this day until now will see or know the background story behind how cold it was. Oh my gosh, how cold it was until now. And that's my most memorable scene.
So on to my very next question for you. So with the role of Max, to people that haven't seen First Ninja, why do you recommend First Ninja to people that haven't seen it?
So a big thing about that is for people who haven't seen First Ninja, I would recommend that they go ahead and watch Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm is one of the most likable series in the entire Power Ranger series, minus Mighty Morphin. I mean, that's a staple. Like, I give it up to the OGs, the legendaries. You know, they were such an outstanding cast, but from Ninja Storm, they take it to such a different level, you know. And I just so happen to be a part of a fan series that kind of divulged back into that origin. So I'm happy to be a part of that. Thank you.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. If Max could be leader of his own Ranger team members from any season, which Ranger team members from any season would you want for Max's team?
I will say this. You know, Max is a bit of a hothead. He's a bit of a hothead. Come on now, to be a leader, that's a hard one. But I will say this. Dino Thunder Trent come on. Dino Thunder Super. Come on, just the spikes, the way everything comes out, his powers. Let's go. So I mean, that's number one. That's number one. Of course, for Blue Ranger, I mean, Tori Hansen. Tori Hansen. Because I gotta go with Ninja. I go with OG. Tori Hansen, she held it down. She was the brains of the operation. She really did keep the whole series together. When it came down to Ninja Storm, she was smart. She was calculating. She kept the whole team together. Besides that, like Silver, Orion. Orion, Megaforce, Super Megaforce. Let's go. I really am a big fan of Super Megaforce. I'm not about to get into all the big details on that shit. Sorry, once again. But he could tap into any of the 6 Rangers that were needed. And really, when it came down to it, a lot of times the 6 Ranger bailed out the 5 Rangers so many times.
Oh yeah.
So many times.
Yeah.
It was like the cliffhanger on so many different episodes of like, how are they gonna pull this out? How? They have gotten their Zords kicked left and right, their Ranger forms, their Super Ranger forms. How are they gonna pull this out? It's the 6 Ranger. That's how we do it. So, of course, Silver Will Orion. For Red, I get out my boy Jackson Brooks. Jackson Brooks, Red Ranger. You know, hey, OG, Triple OG, the guy behind me, the guy who made it happen, aka Colin Bass himself. So I got to put that on my back. I got to have him. He just kind of made it that much more simpler when he came through and had a Win Ninja Academy. And it was such a beautiful concept that nobody had before, that you have these elementals together in one unison. Just glorious. Glorious. And of course, for Black Ranger, I gotta have Dylan. I gotta have Dylan from RPM. Because bro, come on now.
Yeah.
He's
The
a
man
muscle
himself.
driver.
Oh,
He's kind of a rebel. He's got these cybernetics, and it's like his arm just like, come on.
yeah.
Who doesn't want this Mad Max style? This Mad Max style of a Ranger on their team. I gotta say, like, that's just beautiful. But my number 5, and I know you said 5. I know he's kind of a out there source, and some of these people on here may be like, oh, I don't know, Korag. The purple Ranger. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so Korag fought off the team numerous times, time and time again. He had a super cool Zord. Centaur Zord? Come on now. A Centaur Zord? That's what I'm talking about. That's cool. That's really, really cool, man. Yeah. And he was just so powerful. I think Max would really draw to Korag when it really came down to it, because Max was a power-driven character. I mean, the Thunder Rangers themselves were power-driven characters. So the power of lightning and thunder together. Yeah.
Legendary. Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah. Awesome. So on to my very next question. Who would actually be your all-time favorite Power Rangers villain, and why?
I mean, at the same time of being a great Power Ranger, a Power Ranger villain, my favorite would have to be Krag. Once again, he is a great hero if you put him in that category. But at the same time, he's a great villain because he's so undefeatable that he's in the level. Actually, no, I'll say this: Daishi.
Yes.
Ooh, Daishi. Daishi is in that realm of like he is a baddie that comes back, beats a Ranger team, gets rid of them. They get rid of him. He comes back once again in a whole different body. Oh, don't even get me started. So once you guys see this Shatter Pass, this next episode of Shatter Pass, I mean, Rise of Ninja, Shatter Pass, just look out for it. Look out for it. Just yeah.
And oh my gosh, I have to say this too because as you mentioned, Daishi, the amazing Gabriella. I can't wait to see her as Daishi. She's going to be phenomenal in the role of
She's a
Daishi.
she's a great actor,
Mm-hmm.
super lovable. I was there for a lot of her scenes, and you can just feel the passion, the drive, the real level of caring towards her actor that she really was like, I am Daishi. Yeah. But, maybe not at the level that I'm portraying, but for her, she sold it to me. I was like, I want popcorn. I need red vines. Just give it all to me right now because it was beautiful.
Awesome. So, on to my very next question for you. So, if you could appear in any other Nerdbot Studios projects, what Nerdbot Studios projects would you want to be in and why?
I will tell you guys this. There are actually two. There are actually two. Um, One just because it's such a fun and wacky and kind of out there one, which is character select. Because character select brings your latest and greatest versus your old and favorites. So it's like, um, you have the Leonardo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle versus the Red Ranger, and that's just such a beautiful piece versus like, Green Arrow versus Daredevil.
Stay down! I said stay down!
So down the line, I would love to do something like that, no matter which way they go, no matter which character, because they pick such great pieces for Nerdbot Studios, Current Vision. They pick such great pieces, such great characters to kind of flesh out and go head versus head in some old school Tekken versus Street Fighter, pow, 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 pow. And that's all I'm all about. And the second one, not to put too much time on the first, is an original series written, directed by my boy Colin Bass. Once again, I'm not picking favorites, but I'm just saying I've known this guy for 15 plus years. You create a bond. You tell stories. You go through high school and college and whatever the other together. But it is Solaris. Solaris is an original tale created by Colin Bass. And it stars Will Shifelt and Colin Bass. And a big thing of that is just fleshing out the characters, fleshing out the details, fleshing out side characters. Not saying a side character, which is a big character to be named, but King Vader. King Vader is also inside this. So if y'all don't know King Vader, check him out once again. King Vader. He's done plenty of promos and whatnot. But I would love to be a part of any one of those two. Because Nerdbot Studios has a lot in the works, a lot in the makings. I can't even name off everything they have going on because the ideas are just flying left and right, and it's kind of hard to keep track of everything. I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome. So on to my very next question for you. So who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. My junior high school digital multimedia professor, Miss Pearson. Yes, she got me into it because she played World of Warcraft really, really heavily during school hours. Believe it or not, she's no longer there at San Marcos High School. But I tell you this, she was so involved with everybody, doing their own thing, of them kind of divulging into who they are and like, hey, if you want to do that, go for it. I'm not going to stop you because I'm kind of leveling up my character over here. But once again, she was just such an amazing teacher. She kind of pushed us to that next level of like, all right, go for it. And I feel like a lot of my peers on my level, my age level, have been upon that plateau as well of someone pushing them until they get to that next level.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So what have you learnt about yourself as a person during COVID this year?
Oh, patience. Patience is a big thing. So much of what I've known before has been, all right, let's get this done now. Boom. This day, by the book, send it out. Even when it comes to costumes, when it has come to helmets, morphers, just even little things. I'm not saying I'm egotistical, but it's like, hey, when you expect things at a certain level and you pay for a certain product, you expect to get it in a certain amount of time. It's happened this entire time. I can't even lie. This has happened this entire time. I gotta shout out X-Coaster because X-Coaster hooked me up with some great, oh my gosh, for some great costumes, as well as some props, stuff like that, just in a timely fashion. But you hear these horror stories of people who have requested and ordered costumes or props, and they have been within certain time frames, and lo and behold, they don't get it until like 2 weeks after the deadline or a week after the deadline. So for me, it has definitely been on a positive note of just being patient, just patience. I understand it's COVID. Like, give people a little bit more time and just be loving toward your fellow man, you know?
Yeah, completely agree with you. Completely agree. So on to my very next question for you, Isaiah. So if you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
So there's a little bit of backstory to that. Anyway, so of course it'd be Sons of Anarchy. I'm a big motorcycle enthusiast. Big motorcycle enthusiast. Um, I've loved kids ever since I was little. My grandfather has got me into it. Ever since I was young, I've seen Chosen Few Motorcycle Club. You know, Red and White. They're such an awesome club. They're giving. They've given back to the people. But to be a part of Sons of Anarchy specifically, I felt like it would just be big to influence the motorcycle culture, to influence what people see on TV for the motorcycle culture, as well as I just love acting. I never thought I would love acting this much. Um, I really didn't even get into it until maybe as a serious note until 2016. Yes, 2016, about 2015 maybe. Um, but the more and more COVID has gone on, the more and more I've seen that like this is such a positive and spiritual and just a great influence to allow your emotions to run through that you can tell people about and that you can allow people to see and you can share with other people that yeah, Sons of Anarchy is for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
So, on to my very next question. So, what are the positives and negatives into the acting industry, and how do you get through those negatives as a person?
So for the positives, so of course you gotta talk about no, I'll reverse it. I'll start with the negatives. So starting with the negatives, the clearest negatives is just communication. There are so many communication channels of going through this person and they're going between and you know this creative house as you know um, a lot of times this social media aspect has become houses or groups or cliques or this and the third. It's almost it's almost like high school. Sorry, not to put it to that level, but at the same time, it has become of like if we're a part of this group, we're gonna do our thing. We may interact with this group. We're not gonna interact with this group. I am lucky to be a part of Nerdbot and Crimson Vision that they really branch out. They don't stick to just their anime or their Power Ranger or just you know whatever niche the people really think they're into. They really branch out. They really push the envelope. So we have connected with so many different actors, so many different rangers, true rangers. Um, you know, just just exponentially that it's such a beautiful. This is such a beautiful thing, which kind of gets me onto the positive aspect of it. That it's no longer just like, hey, you're just gonna be over here. You're just a sideline person here. You're just gonna be over here. You're just a background actor. I felt like I've gotten so many different roles off of this just small, eensy, beansy, little teensy aspect. So where at this point, like I'm in contingent for a bunch of different series, which is beautiful to me. So that's the positive. That's the positive. The positive to me is that I've got so many opportunities ahead of me. I don't even look at the negatives.
Awesome. So, on to my very last question, Isaiah. So, what new projects do you have installed after COVID that you would like to announce on the show?
It's going. Don't do the spoiler for Rats and Rejects.
Whoa. the big thing, Rise of the Ninja. Rise of the Ninja is going to be a huge, huge thing. We have 2 Rangers on there. Not just like a small credit scene, not just like oh, I saw this person in passing. Like, no, we have 2 Rangers in there, both starring, both in the full Q casting. On top of that, we have Solaris, and Solaris is coming out very, very, very soon. I'm so excited about that. So excited about that. December 1st. Let's go. This is like nothing that you've ever seen. Definitely stay tuned for whatever viewers, subscribers, people who want to tune in, see something different besides just the norm. Solaris is such a game changer that it will kind of twist your view on how one can get their powers. You know? How one can actually obtain to be legendary?
Heck yeah.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Isaiah, for making an appearance on my show. It means so much. Everyone, definitely go give the amazing and incredible support to Isaiah Taylor. He's truly incredible. And any last final thoughts that you would like to say to people?
For final thoughts, all I want to say is definitely thank you for having me. Definitely thank you for having me on this. You know, once again, none of this can be done without the fans, the people who watch this. But first and foremost, the one to kind of critique or, interview us. So for you in particular, like, I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day and definitely being here. So,
oh, cameo by Colin. Yes, what's up, baby? That was awesome. Do you know this is my roommate and also my fucking best friend? Sorry,
best friend. Yes.
No, but also
wow. He said no. You heard that? You heard that?
I did.
I swear about the best.
I tell you this, shake and bake over here. Shake and bake.
I'm out. I love you. Thank you so much, and you guys are the best.
Savior. The title I never deserved. Solaris. A name I never wanted. But here we are. At the end of the world. And I finally accepted who I need to become. I am Solaris. And I will save the world. Even if it's the last thing I do.